OMG, I'm back, y'all. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. Welcome to a new season of How Far with Sheila O. You already know what to expect. We've been doing this for a hot minute, okay? Trendsetters, innovators, whoever is hot, you know I'm rocking with them. Every Friday and Monday, 10:30 GMT +1 on HIPTV. You all see I'm in Hollywood, right? It's about to go down. Powered by Star Radler and Feroz. It's Africa to the world. It's the Afrozons show, and this is How Far.
Chilling with my girl Sheila O. How far?
And How Far with Sheila O.
Sheila O. On How Far.
How far?
How far?
You're watching How Far with my main person.
Sheila O, baby.
Tune into How Far.
The only place where hip hop is Afrobeat.
The whole package together. Then you had to kill them with DKT. No, stop it.
This is Femi Kuti. Tune into Sheila O on How Far. Ororororo. You will not regret it.
Watch How Far with Sheila O. Fridays and Mondays at 10:30 p.m. GMT +1 on HIPTV, DSTV. Powered by Star Radler and Feroz.
Good, Kareem.
Hold on, Sheila.
Oh, thank you so much. I love this. I never really get gifts, so thank you.
You know,
What's it say? It says, thank black women.
black women.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I love it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
How far, guys? What's up? How you all doing? It's the Afrozons show, and this is How Far with Sheila O. So I hope all of you are ready for the superstar I have for you all. Okay, it's Africa to the world. I'm currently right here in Los Angeles, and you know whenever I'm out here, I gotta hook up with a friend. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the African continent, the US, the UK, everywhere that airs the How Far show with Sheila O, please meet, okay, my friend, all right, goes by the name Kareem, okay, aka Preach, all right, my guy. Kareem, how far now?
I did.
Okay.
How could you? How could you stop? Stop it there. You just jumped it.
So do you have any characters that you can say, you know, is similar to Preach? Are you different from Preach, or can you relate to Preach's character in real life as you, as Kareem?
Yeah, I think as an actor, I think every character that you dive into has a little bit of you in each character. For me, this character Preach, it is it's a combination of a lot of people out here in Los Angeles. We call them OGs.
Yeah.
And these are guys who either gangbanged, you know, did some time, coming out and becoming a productive citizen, but they see and look out for the younger generation and say, hey, I see you going in the direction that I was going in. This is not the way to go. So this is kind of like my paying homage to the OGs who looked after me coming up to keep me away from gang activity. So Preach is a bunch of those guys wrapped in, because not only do they have life experience, but they have wisdom as well. So I'm a big believer in that, as far as, you know, each one teach one.
That's right.
Passing on the baton. So that is my my ode to these guys that raised me.
And you're doing it real good.
Thank you.
Season 4, so you're actually filming right now for season 4.
Yeah, we're right in the middle.
1, 2, 3, 4, All American.
All American.
Any more seasons gonna come after season 4? Because everyone's addicted to it right now. Like, I don't know how you all gonna stop.
Yeah, it's a blessing. You know, especially in this day and age, to be able to be a part of a show where you're lucky if you get one season. You know, but let alone to get 4 seasons is amazing. It's a true testament to the cast and crew, but it also starts from the top, which is our showrunner. Her name is Nkechi Okoro.
Oh, she's Nigerian.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, that's what's
yes,
up with
indeed.
KG.
Yeah, we got a queen running the show.
African sister.
Absolutely.
I love it.
So she's an amazing woman. She is the leader, and it starts from the top. Nice. And not only that, but she's also created a spinoff called Homecoming from the All-American
nice.
universe. So Homecoming is pretty much the young lady on the show, Simone. She gets a spinoff to where she goes to a HBCU, historically black college. And I think that's important because there's 3 different generations. There's the School Days generation that saw School Days, Spike Lee, and was just like, oh my gosh, what is this? I need to go to this black college. Then there's a second generation of a different world where it was just like, oh my goodness, this is once again amazing. And now I think we're gonna have, I feel with Homecoming, we're gonna have that same feel to where now you have this younger generation is gonna be exposed to what a HBCU is and what you get from a HBCU, because there's so much rich history in a HBCU. So I'm super excited to see how that grows, and you know, hopefully we'll see if Preach can cross over today.
He better cross over. He better cross over, because we're rooting for you. I'm glad we talked about the importance of HBCUs. Because being of African descent, I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. I grew up in England, and now I stay in Chicago. So I was raised in 3 continents. And in every African home, it's like you have to go to an Ivy League school. If you don't go to an Ivy League school, you're a failure.
You're a failure.
Totally. So I'm really glad that, you know, we're shedding more light on HBCUs, and I think the spin-off you talked about is really going to be, it's going to do good for black kids to actually appreciate culture and know that the schools are for them.
And I think a big part of that, of why the push for HBCUs, because I think there's more of a connection. You know, I think when you are educated by your peers, there's just a love and more attention I think that you get from that. And you know, Ivy League schools are Ivy League schools. That's great. It looks good on the resume. But I think when we really dig into the history of Ivy League schools, we weren't accepted into these schools. So that's why we had to create our own HBCU. And I think that's why it's so enriched with history, is to be able to go back to your roots and to be able to be taught by, you know, as they say, your elders or your peers. So that's a whole different reason why I think HBCUs are so important, because they care about the students.
That's true.
They're just not just a number or, you know, a dollar sign. You know, there's history that's being taught as well that you may not get in Ivy League school, especially dealing with our history.
I love that. You know, I want to chime in there. There's a disconnect. I mean, I personally think there's a disconnect between African Americans and Africans. And it breaks my heart. Because we're one, and I think it's purposely done because people know, they know themselves how great we will be if we connect.
Absolutely.
So that disconnect is really important. So do you think the HBCU schools will play a role towards bridging this gap with Africans and African Americans?
Absolutely. I think with education of talking about Africa, the motherland, that's when you can bridge that connection right there. Because I think there's a lot of students that really don't know the true history of Africa. When you talk about, you know, it being called Al-Kabulan.
That's right.
You know, and, you know, Africana Scipios, a white man who said he founded Africa, and that's how it's, but, you know, those who know and are educated, which they will get that from HBCU, will know, you know, that it was called Al-Kabulan.
That's right.
You know, so that's just part of the reason why I feel HBCUs can bridge that gap to students, but also to bridge the gap between African Americans and Africans.
Love that. And for you guys back home in Africa and also in England that are interested in HBCU schools, please follow us at Afrozons and get more information on it, because it's really not all about Stanford and Oxford and Harvard and all the others. It's really about these HBCUs, and they're out here in the US, and culture, tourism, everything, they teach it. So listen to Preach.
I'm preaching.
You preach it. Okay, so Kareem, are there any complexities with you as an African American getting major roles here in Hollywood? Because I'm in your city now. Are there any complexities that you have to face? What are the challenges getting blockbuster movie roles as an African American?
Being in this business starting in 1988, of course, they only allow 1 or 2. But I think now we've kind of progressed. Now we have the Lena Waiths and the Ava DuVernays and the Charles Kings, you know, to where now we have more opportunity. We have writers and directors who are now telling our story. You have, you know, Jordan Peele, you know, Issa Rae. So these are people that are, you know, taking the baton from the Spike Lees and the, you know, the Melvin Van Peebles, God rest his soul, and the John Singletons, to really push the culture forward, but also push our narrative and our images forward as well. So I think it's changed a lot, and I think we have more opportunity than ever. You know, I think it's just going to go up from there, because we know that when you have, you know, melanated people on a screen, you know, not only do we look good, but our stories are so amazing as well. We're in deep, you know, we're just not a monolith. We're a monolith. We have so many stories.
That's right.
You know, so it's definitely changed for the better, and I see it just progressing even more.
Only getting better and
absolutely,
better.
Absolutely.
Okay. So Kareem, let's address the big elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson at one point, he made a statement about how he felt some kind of way about the young British boys playing major lead roles out here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think?
I definitely agree with Sam Jackson, and this is why.
Okay.
And I'm speaking on, this is my
opinion. Yes.
You know, I put in the work, I study. It's a double-edged sword. I think that's part of where the disconnect can happen between Black African Americans and Africans. And I see it from both sides. Right. In Hollywood, you saw a Australia invasion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With us, it's the British invasion. The British invasion. You know, and they're looking at it as, in London, in the UK, the curriculum is a lot more rigorous than here. So they're given the opportunity to, you know, my African brothers who are in the UK. I think we were talking off, it's just if the same as if I was going out for a role that's British or UK, you're like, well, wait a minute, we got such and such here who can do such a better job, but also too is cultural. Yes. Because if I'm in Los Angeles, California, and you're playing a role that deals with somebody from Los Angeles, there's certain things that I know because I grew up in this. Yeah. I'm from this. I'm from this cloth. That's right. So there are certain isms, there's certain dialogue that I can be able to bring forth and say, which makes the character more authentic, to where from the outside looking in, somebody will be like, oh yeah, they really from LA, because this is what goes down. So I think it's more of a cultural thing than anything. The same thing as if I were to go to the UK or play a UK, I would have to do the research. Yes. But there's going to be a critical eye on my accent, mannerisms, how I say things, which can then turn the viewer off. That's right. But I feel though, as an actor, and we talked about it earlier, if you're a chameleon, you can be able to switch and change to any character you want, whether it has an accent or not. But if you're dealing with a film or a story that is deep rooted in something, I feel you have to get that person that lived that or was in that culture to make it more authentic. Right. You know.
No, I hear you, but look at this situation now. My girl Cynthia Erivo, right? She had a lot of backlash. She played Harriet Tubman. Yeah. She went to audition like any other person, any other black person. Yeah. She memorized her lines. She taught herself the accent. She taught herself everything about Harriet Tubman. Yeah. So why would it not be okay for her to get that role over another African or another American actress who also went for the same role? Isn't it who delivers the job better?
It is who delivers the job better, but also too, I think the difference from me being in America and you being in Africa, you have an experience.
past weeks now, okay, I've been trying to get you all into what's hot and what you should do, first quarter 2022. Been trying to hook you up with those tickets to Dubai. Been talking about the partnership we have at Afrozons with the Dubai Tourism Board and this international agents that have come together to put together affordable yet luxurious packages that you don't want to miss. But I had to grab one of the gurus from Dubai. Okay, that's my girl. She goes by the name Soraya Al Olama. Did I say it right, babe?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Soraya is here in the building with me all the way from Dubai, the United Emirates. It's really a great honor to have her here with me. She's the head of North America Dubai Tourism. So she has all the answers to all the many questions we're going to be talking about. Soraya, welcome to Chicago.
Thank you, Sheila.
Welcome to Africa.
Yes.
Welcome to Houston, because the show is nationally syndicated, so welcome to the U.S.
Thank you so much for having me today. It's such
You're
a pleasure
so
to be
welcome.
here.
Thank you. So, Soraya, let's go straight to it. Why Dubai?
Well, Dubai is such an incredible destination. We are a very safe destination. We've been ranked second globally, by MasterCard Global Index for 5 years in a row now. On top of that, we're a destination that's constantly changing. And of course, I wanted to highlight the fact that Expo 2020 Dubai is happening right now in Dubai.
Beautiful. So how do people get there?
So we have many, many ways to get to Dubai. We have 12 different gateways out of the US. So, from Chicago, LA, New York, with several flights a day. And we actually just added our new flight out of Miami.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. I mean, where is Dubai?
Dubai is in the Middle East.
Where in the Middle East, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we just want to get that out there. Dubai is in the Middle East. All right. What is the relationship that you have with Afrozons, with Afrobeats? What is that connection with Dubai tourism and this great journey of Afrobeats that's actually permeating the globe right now?
No, we're super confident about our relationship with Afrozons. Obviously, you guys are the only Afrobeats station, in the U.S. and obviously have a huge presence in Africa as well. But the U.S. and Africa are huge markets for us, really booming and, markets that we're really putting a huge focus on. We have a huge Afrobeat community in Dubai that a lot of people aren't familiar with. And so it's super exciting to show this side of Dubai that people haven't seen before.
Wow, we're excited. We're looking forward to it. And thank you so much for doing this for us, because you've not only, you're actually giving an opportunity to our target audience who are really young, who've always wanted to come to Dubai and they think it's too expensive. And you've actually made it possible by bringing in all these travel agents and doing all these deals with the local DMC. For those of you that don't know what a DMC is, they are companies on ground in Dubai that Dubai Tourism has introduced to us.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Let's talk about the expo. What is the expo? Is it a festival? Is it a concert? Is it an exhibition? What is the expo?
So the expo is a World's Fair. It happens every 5 years at different destinations. We won the bid to host it in 2020, and obviously with the pandemic we had to postpone it, but now it's even better than ever. It happens, as I said, every 5 years. This one in particular is a groundbreaking event because we have over 192 countries participating. So I believe there are only 205 countries in the world. So almost everyone is going to be there. It's celebrating human ingenuity in all forms. There's 60 live events every single day. Incredible dining options. So it's something that you should definitely not miss.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Now let's try and address the elephant in the room. Okay. Now I'm just asking you some basic questions, but just let me know. So I'm digressing a bit. But is it true that Dubai actually has a restaurant that's underwater?
Underwater? Yes, we do.
Wow. And is it true that you have the tallest building in the world?
Very true.
So what is this building called? And would it be something that people can go visit? And what's it called?
It's called the Burj Khalifa. So it's the tallest building in the world, but actually we're building an even taller one that hopefully will be open in the next few years. So breaking our own record. Wow. But it's called the Burj Khalifa. It's incredible. There's 2 different observation decks. So yeah, anyone can go visit.
And the desert, how does the desert work? Because you have this desert that's mind-blowing. If I had to go to the desert, what would I experience out there?
It's incredible. It depends on who you go with. Right. We have so many different desert suppliers, but some of the basic things that you'll see is obviously the incredible sand dunes, the wildlife. So we have the Arabian oryx, camels. You'll get to see the most incredible sunsets, stargazing, henna artists, amazing food. So it's honestly, one of my personal favorite experiences in Dubai.
Wow. And then you also have a building that's made of sand. Dumaria? I don't know. I read about it. I was told that it was like it's made out of a palm or made like.
Oh,
Tell me about
yes,
that.
we actually have the
Tell
Palm
me.
Island.
Yes, that.
So that's our man-made island,
Wow.
and it's incredible. So we have lots of different resorts, and actually in that area, we just opened a new observation deck called The View, and The Point, where we have the biggest fountain show as well in the world, and some of the most incredible restaurants.
Wow. So what about theme parks? In America, we're all about our theme parks. What are your theme parks like out there in Dubai?
So of course in the US you guys have the best theme parks, but we always do things differently in Dubai. So we have Dubai Parks and Resorts. So we have Motion Gate, which kind of celebrates Hollywood and films. So we have the first ever Hunger Games ride in the world. Yeah, we have Legoland, we have Legoland Water Park. So we have tons of different ones, and then we also have IMG, which focuses more on like your Spider-Man, and it's the biggest indoor theme park in the world.
In the world, yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say that because I read that. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a lot of celebrities coming out with you, coming out with the Afrozons Dubai Sound Off. You know, the website for you guys, it's Afrozons DXB, right?
Yes.
.com. So that's the website. You have a lot of celebrities coming out, you know, one of which is Big Tigger, who's like a household name here in the US. Yeah. He's into scuba diving. So what advice do you have for him with regards to scuba diving in Dubai?
So we have, of course, amazing open water scuba diving, but we actually just opened Deep Dive Dubai, which is incredible. It's amazing. I really hope you get to see it when you come and, you know, visit Dubai. But it's the largest indoor diving experience basically in the world as well, but it's absolutely amazing.
Oh wow. Tell me about the packages that the travel agents have to offer, you know, because you have a ton of them and the website, and just tell me the different packages. You don't have to name them, but if you want to, please. I just want my listeners to know what they have for grabs.
Of course. So we have tons of different partners that we're working with, both here obviously in the US and in Africa. If you go on afrozonsdxb.com, you'll be able to see all of the different partners that we have. They all range in different prices and include different experiences outside of the ones that we've, you know, pre-planned. So it's really, you know, up to your choice, you know, whatever makes the most sense for you.
Your pocket.
Yes,
right?
Exactly, up to your pocket.
I love that.
Yeah.
Lastly, Soraya, because I know you got to go. You're here for conferences and, of course, to see me.
Yeah,
but
of course.
what is the key thing Dubai wants to get out of this? How important is tourism to Dubai as a great city? How important is it to them?
Tourism is really important to Dubai. I mean, it's
more than oil and gold, because you have that too.
We do. But no, it's one of the biggest economic drivers in Dubai, and it's a way for us to just constantly develop and, you know, open our doors to, you know, the incredible hospitality and experiences that we have in the city.
Thank you so much. So what's that website again?
Afrozonsdxb.com.
Yeah, you already heard it from my girl Soraya. So please, guys, go check it out. It's the Afrozones, AfroZonsDXB.com. You don't want to miss it. It's a life-changing opportunity. Yes, you can go to Dubai anytime. Dubai is there for you. We don't want it to be a one-off trip, because Dubai is one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and it's man-made. And the police, they have luxurious cars. So trust me, you want to go there. Okay, but the reason why we're really pushing next year is because of the expo. And you might never see it again. What's the story behind the expo? Did you tell me already? How long does it take to come around?
So it's every 5 years.
Wow.
And it's incredible. Our theme is creating minds, creating the future.
Wow.
So it's a huge, you know, achievement for us.
It's a big achievement, and it's a comet. It comes around only every 5 years, so you might not even get to see it here in America. So why not come out? AfroZonsDXB.com. I wanted to ask you, because being that Dubai is one of the key cities that actually depends on tourism as well, besides all the other mineral resources that Dubai has, COVID has really hit, you know, cities like Dubai, Bali, who are known for tourism. How are you managing that, and what should people expect when they come out to Dubai for this trip?
So, I mean, Dubai has been incredible when it comes to our COVID management. You know, it's all thanks to our incredible leadership in Dubai. Really early on, back in March of 2020, we went into a national lockdown. We had so many different procedures put in place, really strict protocols. So we've managed to basically open up our doors last year in July of 2020 to international tourists, and life in Dubai is pretty much back to normal. It's incredible, super safe, and, you know, of course, still strict protocols and safety measures in place. But yeah, you'll see that the city's back to life. It's vibrant.
I'm very excited to hear that. So, but if I'm coming to Dubai for the first time, what COVID protocols do I have to take?
So if you're coming from the United States and just in general anywhere, we do require a negative PCR test, valid 72 hours before traveling. So that's, super important. There's no requirement to showcase proof of vaccination at this moment, but it's just important that you have that negative test.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Soraya. I really appreciate this. Looking forward to coming to Dubai.
Looking forward to having you.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey y'all, it's your girl, Sheila O, host of the Afrozons show. Now, would you like to go with me to Dubai? Is Dubai on your bucket list? If it is,
I got you. Well, if so, I got you.
Me and my celebrity friends are gonna go to Dubai and we're welcoming you to join us on the Afrozons Dubai Zone.
Cut up with the cut up.
The Afrozons and the Dubai Tourism Board, in affiliation with some of the very best international travel agents,
we're inviting you to Dubai. Yes, we put together a very affordable package.
They cover flights, hotels, ground transportation, mind-blowing activities.
Tickets to the expo, the World Expo. All right, guys? All you have to do is visit AfroZonsDXB.com.
Look for your country flag or your city and select a package of your choice.
You and a friend can be our guest from March the 2nd to the 9th in Dubai.
And come with me to Dubai.
Let me take you to Dubai. Would it be something you would be interested in?
Yes.
Okay. You heard it, right? You heard it. Okay, so all you major Nollywood writers, superstars, directors, Nigeria's got over 250 million people. Mm-hmm. But Nollywood it's not just Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's actually bigger than the country
you got
Nigeria.
Uganda
is good. Everybody's yes, rocking with it. So all you directors out there, we have it here firsthand. Kareem has no problems dipping and diving, into Nollywood. So reach out to me.
Absolutely.
Me.
There it is.
I get my commission.
This is the commission right here.
Yes, right here.
Indeed.
No, but seriously, guys, because Preach, from watching you, even a SWAT, watching you now with All American, it's like you just make any character your own.
Yeah.
So, and then even before we started this interview, I spoke to you about the greetings. You just took it like that. So you're like a chameleon. You're like let me say, you're Drake, Drake's a chameleon in music, so you're like a chameleon in acting, right?
Hey, I take that. You know what? Who I really love is Samuel Jackson.
Yeah,
that's another chameleon.
Oh,
Samuel Jackson. Whatever he takes, he becomes that.
He is such a beast.
Yeah,
he's a beast. I was going to ask you who your role models are.
Yeah, definitely.
Who
Sam Jackson, Denzel Washington, Viola Davis.
I love her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Powerful.
Ozzie Davis. These are shoulders that I stand on. Marla Gibbs, who, was my foundation for acting. That was my first acting class, was Marla Gibbs. So, and Angela Gibbs. So those are the people. Those are the shoulders that I stand on.
Right.
So yeah.
So in the future, would you be looking into creating your own movies, writing your own movies?
Yeah. I've actually done that.
You're doing that already?
Yeah. So I've been doing it for quite a while. So I did a independent project, a comedy, along with my partner, Bervic Deculus. Right now I've been producing. So yeah, I'm when I'm in this business, I'm in every aspect of it, just not an actor.
That's right. Yeah. So in All American, that's my last question. All American, who's your favorite co-star? I'm gonna put you right in there. Who's your favorite co-star? Don't say I like them all. No. Who do you like bantering with? Who's that person that you feel like brings it out of you and you bring it out of them?
Well, I mean, because my storyline is so close to Breezy, who plays Coop. Because that's most of my storyline is intertwined with her. Yes. So she's an amazing actress. We have
Love
fun.
Her.
Yeah,
Love her.
She brings such an energy to set, and I learn as well as just teaching her as well. But I would say Breezy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Kareem, thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks for stopping by and being a part of the How Far Show with Sheila O. And I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you in Africa. You ever been?
Never been.
Would you like to come with me?
Absolutely.
No, seriously now, because you're on TV now.
No, listen.
Would you like to come out with me this December? No, because we're making a commitment now. We're signing a contract here in person.
I'm dead serious. I want to go to Africa. I got a passport and I'm ready to go. I need to get to the motherland, kiss the ground, see some people. You know what I'm saying? Trace my roots, because it's interesting. No matter where I go, if I run into Africans, they always say, "You look Nigerian."
You do look
so
Nigerian.
I already know that
that's
we find it.
It's gonna
Nigerian,
be there.
exactly.
West
Probably got some
Africa.
Igbo in me, you know. So absolutely, indeed, I definitely want to go to Africa.
I love it.
If I'm not shooting, I'm there.
I love it. So so guys, look out for Breach, aka Kareem. Kareem first, though Breach second. Look out for him in the motherland. Thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely,
Big
indeed.
hug.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it.